All right, so this video is about our experience going to the premiere this year, 1 year later. Happy anniversary. How's that, buddy?
Happy anniversary. Yeah, it's actually been exactly 1 year. That was the way that we met at the first, not the first, the season 7 premiere, exactly 1 year ago. And we're celebrating by going to the season 8 premiere. And so that's what this video is about, is our personal experience going there.
And I actually had a ticket this time, general admission. I won after the first trial or whatever, after the first run. I won tickets for us.
She didn't have to use some poor soul who had...
That's not what I did, though.
Whose date bailed on them.
That's not what happened. That's I think your memory is very fuzzy on that. But anyway,
there's video evidence.
I didn't. Anyway, so we had tickets. I mean, we weren't like special guests or anything. We weren't part of the show in an official capacity. We just had regular GA, general admission tickets. But we did cosplay, and that usually, people recognize us, and even if they don't, like, people just really enjoy the cosplay. So, we were asked to, record some things by, AMC producers, and they actually asked us to do the red carpet thing with, I'm going to say his name wrong. I always feel like I'm saying it weird.
Irone. I think it's Irone.
Irony. Don't they say irony?
I don't know. It's confusing to me because like the E is capitalized in his name and all of his profiles. Irone or irony. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best that we can, but it's just not clear. Like based on the way that it's spelled out.
I think Chris said irony.
I don't remember.
I remember thinking irony. But anyway, Mr. Singleton. Who is very, very lovely, very energetic, very fun.
He's a great host. I didn't know he had like hosting abilities.
Yeah, they should have him on the red carpets more often. Yeah. It's very fun.
He's multi-talented. He's a great actor and a great host.
I actually don't know why he wasn't on the main red carpet with the actors, because he had like a lot of high energy, which, no disrespect to the host that was actually there, but I just think that would have been more interesting to watch.
A former cast member.
Cast member interviewing the current cast members, and also his high energy. He was very like, I don't know. It just felt good to be around him.
He was good at like hyping up the crowd. I mean, there's a whole art to like keeping an audience
being
paying attention.
Man. Yeah, that's the thing.
Keeping an audience paying attention to whatever it is going on is like a very unique skill and surprisingly difficult. Especially when there's like lulls in the entertainment stream or whatever it is that's supposed to be going on. The fact that he was able to like keep people crowded around and still wanting to participate in everything.
Not everyone should be a host. I mean, it's just
there's a lot of bad hosts out there.
It's a ton of bad hosts. But like, look at Ryan Seacrest or Chris Hardwick. Or, Nick Cannon. Like, you want a high energy person who can, make jokes and make people laugh and smile. And that's exactly what he did. He was perfect for it. So I'd love to see him on more red carpets, to be honest.
Yeah, he was just like a really nice guy.
Oh, yeah, super sweet.
Like, we were chatting with him in between, like, the breaks of the segment and whatnot. And he was funny and very cordial and was taking selfies with everybody. And, he's just fun to be around. Just a really nice guy.
And we have some pictures that, by the way, other cast members we took photos with. We'll be uploading them to our Instagram and also on Facebook. And soon, thelivingroomshow.com. We'll start adding content on there as well.
Yes, that's correct.
And then I don't know, I'm going to take this next part?
Sure.
The end part?
So... we had like a dilemma on our hands because, as any fan that is at a premiere, we obviously wanted to get close to the cast and talk to anybody who was really into the show. Yeah, we wanted to meet Andy, as everybody does. Every fan of The Walking Dead wants to. And so we somehow managed to make our way to the very, very front where they were having like this... kind of like this congregation after they brought that cake out.
They were giving cake to the fans.
Yeah, they were giving cake to the fans.
Pollyanna, and Lenny James was also giving out cake.
Yeah, all these actors were giving out cake, and so we kind of like wormed our way in there somehow. I don't even know if we were supposed to be there or not. We probably weren't, but whatever. And so I don't know. I don't know if there was like a ticketing.
Of course, they were supposed to be there.
Yeah, and so we somehow ended up like at the front of the whole thing, and we got to talk to a bunch of the actors. Like Denai walked by, and Norman said hi, and then we got like a selfie with Greg Nicotero, and talked to Irony a little bit more.
Oh yeah, he came over to us and said, "Hey, what happened?" Like he was supposed to interview us, but then the producer said that because we had been up there for like a super long time.
It was like more than a half an hour.
They didn't really give him. It was a little bit disjointed as to when they were supposed to cut back to him and go back to the other red carpet. And we had been up there so long that the producer asked us to, rotate out with some other people. So we didn't get a chance to do that interview. But he was looking for us, and he remembered our names and everything. The Denai conversation, I think, was interesting. I think she's probably seen my face way too many times. She was perfectly pleasant, but she definitely seemed to keep her distance from me, not the other people, not the fans before or the fans after. And I totally understand. I mean, when she was there, I couldn't just not say anything. I feel like that would be weird. Or maybe it would have been better to just let her keep going. But, yeah, I think I'll just keep my distance. I just wanted to explain a few things, I guess, but that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes.
We'll get another chance.
But
so... The kind of like finale to that whole experience was that at one point, basically the security guard came over and said that they had to like clear that whole area out. And so we kind of got shuffled over to the left. And for some strange reason, I don't know how this happened, but like most of the crowd ended up going to the right, exit. And so there was very few people who went to the left. And the left was actually like where the party was, and so we didn't have entrance into the party. You had to have like a special clearance for that. But like Michael Rooker was standing right there, so we hung out with him for a little bit and took a selfie with him.
He's nice as you.
He's a really nice guy too. Yeah. I had never met him before. Really nice guy. And then after that, he was like, "All right, I got to go to the party." And he pushed past us, goes to the party. We're looking forward at the actual red carpet, like the one that was like, for elevated celebrities. And Scott M. Gimple and his wife are just like standing there.
Well, they were talking. He was talking to the actresses who played Lizzie and Mike over there. They were talking to him for a minute. So, we waited off to the side and waited for them to finish their discussion. And then once they left, we got a chance to talk to Scott for like 10 whole minutes. And Scott and his wife. Yeah,
and been pretty isolated too. I mean, like nobody really came over and like butted in or anything like that.
Oh, it was a sweet conversation.
Actually, the only person who butted in was the other Scott.
Oh, Scott Wilson.
Scott Wilson
came in for a photo bomb.
Yeah, Scott Wilson, and we have like a GIF of this, which we're gonna have to figure out how to upload it. But like at one point,
it's on the Living Room Show.
Did it work though? Yeah. Like the video of him like
yeah.
Scott Wilson was like walking by right as Scott Gimple's wife was trying to take a photo of us, and Scott Wilson walked in and like accidentally photobombed and was like and so he ended up jumping in and we took pictures together. He's a really nice guy too, and we got to have like a really good conversation with Scott M. Gimple about like writing and drama and all this stuff.
I just have to say that outside really cool. of Andy on my list, Scott Gimple was definitely on my list. Like as a writer, I write. Talking to him was just like such a tremendous thing for me, and I was so nervous. Like he had to like before we walked over, because he's so great with like talking with people. Like I'm great with crowds, but he's great with one-on-one. I'm like, I'm gonna be a spaz. But like being able to explain to Scott the importance of like one, Scott Gimple is responsible for putting Rick and Michelle together, and obviously that's affected my life. And I told him that, and like he recognized me from Hall H, which was pretty sweet.
Yeah, he remembered the question. Like that was the reason why I said that when we first talked to him. Like I brought up the fact that she had asked like a really important question at Comic-Con 2 years ago. And it was the first question that they were allowed to ask. And Scott Gimple responded to her like at Comic-Con, was like, wow, what a great way to start this. And so I like jogged his memory by saying that, and he was like, oh yeah, and like that's, you know, it like launched the conversation. And so, you know, he obviously like appreciates her and all the stuff that like we've been talking about and whatever. We actually had like a really good conversation with him. It felt like an actual conversation. It was really nice to be able to talk about like drama and thematic elements and stuff like that of the show. All the stuff that like, you know, he's brought to it.
And I told him how much I appreciate the writing and the work. Like, I love the actors, but like without the, you know, without someone writing it, they wouldn't have anything to say.
Exactly.
And
he's the source of all the material.
It was a tremendous honor for me. And I love the work that he's done, and being able to talk to him one-on-one like that was just a fan. Like, that was, even though we didn't get to go to the after party, even though we really wanted to, and even though we didn't get to meet Andy, for me, that was totally a gold star moment. I was like floating after that. I thought that was just like a great experience being able to talk to him. So, and we met a plethora of fans of ours, not just. Let me clarify.
I didn't know we had fans. It's still weird for me to think about that, but I guess we do.
Yeah, and it was fun, you know, taking pics with you guys and hanging out with you guys. Like, I didn't expect that kind of response, but like as we were walking down the line to get in line, like just about every person was like, "Hey, we got to get pictures with you guys." Like, you know, it's just it's a great feeling, and we love meeting you guys. So, and there were a few people who like messaged me later, like, "Oh, I saw you, but I was too afraid to come up to you guys." Like, seriously, we're just regular people. We're super tall people, but regular people.
Which makes us easy to spot.
Yes, especially him.
Yeah. I'm 6'6" without my boots, so with the boots, I'm probably close to 6'8". And
I love it.
Yeah. She loves it.
Hey, tall girl problems. Finding tall guys to date. So it's been very rare for me to feel short. Usually it's with relatives and not people I'm actually dating. So I really I love this experience of dating a tall man. So.
Glad I can provide that. Is this video done?
Yeah, I think those are basically the highlights, and we'll do some other videos about like the episode itself, obviously.
Yes, lots to. Oh my God, so much to talk about the episode.
And some other isolated things, some specifics that we need to go over with you guys. So, we'll have some more videos during the week, and see you.
If you guys like what we have to say and like our videos, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at RLRashon, and also on Facebook at facebook.com/TheLivingRashon, and also on YouTube.
The subscribe button.
.com/Jill Roby.
Yeah, well, just hit that big red subscribe button.
Exactly.
It's down.
You'll see it if you're watching this on YouTube. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll have another video for you shortly. Bye-bye.